for an anime Cowboy Bebop? Thank you. And Final Fantasy VII. And Naruto and Orochimaru.
Dragon Age.
Yes. Dragon Age. I was drunk through that whole thing.
Yeah.
Giant Robo.
Giant Robo.
Yes.
What's that? Didn't stop me. I didn't know about this stuff.
The list goes on.
I'm honored and a little freaked out.
My wife is room full of stuff. She started me on watching Giant Robo and Cowboy Bebop at the same time. And when I heard you in Giant Robo, I'm like, is that guy from the other show? And she's like, no. And I looked, there it is.
Yeah, that was really early in my career. That was really fun. I got to stream it. You should have had that part. Yeah,
excellent.
You get every 5 years. You might.
Down. Let me see if this fails.
Okay. This, ladies and gentlemen, is.
I'm Brett Weaver. Hi. I'll hit the big ones. I was Toji and Evangelion. I was Carrot Gleiss in Sorcerer Hunters. I was Gai Goji and Martian Successor Pesco. I was Dragon Half. I was Damaramu.
Yeah!
These are a little bit old, not as old.
I'm a number one fan.
Don't make me feel old.
But back then. And I was in the Brotherhood one, FMA. Yeah, but nothing important. And I was, it was a guy who shows up and dies. But
It's important.
that's true. And Witchblade, I was in that, and I've done a lot of stuff. So I'm glad to be here. I'm the guy that's always very exuberant. Oh, and I was Roy Flocker in Macross. So, yeah, and I'm the guy that gets really excited and then is killed. That's basically the role.
We all do, though, at some point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Steve Blum.
Were you just cheering because sometime I'm gonna die, or?
Don't get too excited, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Where that was coming from? There's like a ghost in the back. Yeah. Shouting these things out. It's like a Tourette's issue.
The Grim Reaper. Steve,
No one.
Wow.
That's right.
Oh, well, I think it's, yeah. Every now and then. All right, so you guys have questions for us? Anybody have anything in your mind? That burning question that's been keeping you up at night?
Wait, don't tell us about any medical issues.
Is this look infected?
Yeah, we gotta go right in.
What happened to your wrist?
I broke it during the movie.
What movie?
Tell that awesome story, because that's an awesome story.
I'm filming a movie that's going to be coming out called Atrocity, and I get hit by this guy, and I'm supposed to like spin and hit the wall, and I have this like big block thing, and I'm supposed to hit up against the wall, you know, to make a sound. So it was like a single shot, and I went through the wall instead, and I broke my wrist.
Aww.
We used it.
That was the
That
great
was
shot.
Really? That was pretty cool, man. It looked like there was a huge cigar like underneath my. It looked sick, man. It looked sick. It was good.
I get a sore throat after a rough set. The wall. You're like a real superhero.
I break
Wow.
things, except for I break things. Superheroes don't.
Still cool. Still cool.
Thanks for asking, though. But I just got the cast off, so I'm good now. Yeah. But what else, guys? Cues for our needs?
Yeah. Are you asking me specifically or all of us? Yeah.
Tell us, Steve.
Sit on my lap. Yeah, for me, it's actually more than a sore throat. I get it through my whole chest and sinus cavity and everything because I'm hired a lot to scream a lot, unfortunately. And in LA, there's maybe a dozen of us that do that really well in the deeper tones for preachers and military stuff. So I'm hired for that all the time, and I scream my guts out, and I feel like I've literally been through a battle. at the end of it. I'm sore from the inside out. I feel like there's internal bleeding and bruising.
Yeah.
And I feel like my uvula is left somewhere on the mic stand.
You can kind of taste a little bit of iron in
Yeah,
your spit.
yeah,
Really,
yeah,
that
iron,
happens.
blood,
It's just
and
blood.
bone, and yeah. It literally feels like I've been through a battle at the end of that. So sometimes I do need recuperation time, and usually I'll try to book streaming sessions on Fridays specifically. And I won't do streaming sessions for more than 2 hours at a time anymore.
Yeah, you gotta put an hour limit on it. I can
Yeah.
only do Black Star for 4 hours at a time, or else there was no voice. It was completely gone.
Yeah.
Completely.
And the people that do these things don't really understand the toll it does take on the actors, and they just think, we're there and we're paid, so we should just scream and do everything they say 50 times for each line. And on a video game, that could be 600 lines, 5 times. So it gets to be pretty rough after a while. But, yeah, we have to. I hear that.
That's
I did a show
30,000
called
lines.
Go Danner once, and I was the lead in that. And we'd go into the booth, I'd say, okay, take all the screaming lines and put them at the end. Let's just skip over all of that. And my director would always be like, does this sound? Because towards the end, you don't know which one's the talking lines and which one's the screaming lines at the end. It's like, do you think that's a screaming line? I don't know, let's just push through. Yeah. And I would say, okay, we've got 2 days scheduled. It's like, okay, push those to tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. It's amazing how afterwards you're like, oh, okay. And then about 30 minutes later, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of that happens the next day. You'll be at another session and it's gone. There's nothing there. And sometimes the projected lines take just as much of a toll as the screaming lines. And by projected, I mean saying something like incoming to that level. But saying that 50 times in a row will just tear the crap out of your throat.
Yeah. I agree.
Excellent question.
That is a really good question. Okay, when you did Go Danner, did you record with anyone else?
Yes, I did. I recorded with
Lucy Christian?
not Lucy Christian, the other little woman.
Oh, they're all little.
The one who
Everyone from ADB was tiny. I don't
Yes.
know why. They're all really short.
Not
Everything's not
Lucy
bigger
Christian,
than
but
Oh, Hillary Hay?
Hillary Hay.
Hillary Hay.
That's
Okay,
very
the
much.
reason why I'm asking guys is when we did Go Danner, they did this experiment where they were going to have 2 people record in the booth at one time. It was a nightmare. Oh my gosh. Because if you were going quick at a quick pace, the other person wasn't, you got to wait. And you gotta wait, and then they gotta drink some water, and then I'm just like, oh my gosh, let's work up. Let's do this, let's do this.
Okay, I want to say something slightly bad, but it's going to sound bad, but just stick with me, okay? So the way we had it is they had the central room where the recording, the equipment was, right? And then a booth on this side and a booth on this side is how we had it. We could see each other from across the way. And here I have Hillary Hay, and I don't know if you guys have ever seen pictures of her, but she's hot. And,
Yes, very hot.
and a
Very
nice,
attractive.
Looking
and
that up now.
And she is also extremely professional in that she can turn it on and turn it off. Now me, I'm usually staying within my character kind of along the way just to keep my level up. But she can do awesome line, and then she would stop. And she'd have
Read a
her in a chair
magazine.
and read a magazine. And she would lean over and be reading the magazine. And I'm looking across going, how am I supposed to do my lines with her leaning over the chair? The magazine.
She still does that. She'll do like Sudoku, and then they'll be like, okay, blah, 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 blah,
And
blah,
nail it.
blah, blah. And
Yeah.
it's perfect. Ah!
Yeah, I was like, I don't know whether to tell her to stop it or just like, no, it's cool, just keep, thank you.
You ever just place a magazine on her butt, so it's not that you're reading that as you're, yeah, so you can do that between your lines. That's not fair.
Yeah.
University.
Well, I had the
Yeah.
before she had
Stay
to look
bloom.
at me going, oh, yeah, there's Brett.
But she's probably at a convention right now saying, yeah, Brett kept bending over his chair, and I was
That is a married dude.
Yeah, she's married and has a baby.
But she's not dead, so.
You know what?
Doesn't mean she has to, act out on it.
It's appreciating beauty, it's not lust.
That's right, as I am right now.
Oh. Oh.
Suddenly a common Leron thing.
Can I call you Derrick? I'm just sorry, we were just saying if we got searched by anybody in security, if they patted us down at the airport, you saying that he's gonna be like, really quietly like, can I call you Derrick?
Just like as they pat me down, I lean into it.
Bring him out, and be like, oh my God, don't search that guy.
Homeland Security.
Exactly. That would work out so bad. You know that word, it's like, I don't even want to just go.
You know, well, my point is if you're gonna make me feel uncomfortable, then I should return the favor. Like, I be saying,
You're here.
as I said before, I've never had a stranger cut my balls. So. Usually you have to pay for that. So.
Turn and cough.
Oh my God.
My reputation just took a note. That's quick. That's on YouTube now. I'm
Steve Lim.
Awesome.
Steve Lim.
Steve Brett Fanfic.
So any other questions? No?